Good morning, teacher. On this occasion, my group and I will present our research project entitled in Association between 18 habits and the risk of metabolic disease in school ages adolescent in Japan 2025. Really problem. In Japan, a high prevalence of for 18 habits in school adolescents significantly increase the risk of developing metabolic disease compromise and their health. Problem general. What was the correlation between eating habits and the risk of metabolic disease in school adolescents from public educational institutions en Japan 2025? Objective general. To determine the correlation between eating habits and the risk of metabolic disease in school adolescents in a public educational institution in Japan 2025. Hypothesis general. There was a significant correlation between eating habits and the risk of metabolic disease in school adolescents from a public educational institution in Japan 2025. Objectives specific. Determine the level of eating and habits in school adolescents from a public educational institution in Japan 2025. Determine the risk of metabolic disease in adolescent school children at public educational institution in Japan 2025. To determine the relationships between the dimensions of eating habits and risk of metabolic disease in school adolescent from a public educational institution in Japan 2025. Contribution and theory. Autor, Peralta 2022. Research, titled intake. 18 habits and obesity in adolescents from educational institution in Trujillo. Theoretical contribution. Students in educational institutions in Trujillo were overweight and associated white alike and healthy habits. Autor, Quispe 2024. Received Tyrant and Type. 18 habits in nutritional status and 3, 4, 5 grade adolescent from a private school Lima. Theoretical contribution. A student from a private school in Lima determined that there was a relationship between eating and habits and nutritional status. Type and investigation. Quantitative approach and guide basic, using correlational and causal and scope descriptive.
Conceptual definition. Eating habits are a set of daily custom and practice related to food, active for fruit and vegetables, and products full of vitamins and minerals, and which is essential to maintain good health. Operational definition and the research was carried using a structured questionnaire valid to measure the frequency and type of food consumption in school adolescents from a public educational institution institutional in the district of Japan. Dim- dimension consumption of healthy food, consumption of healthy foods, meal frequencies, indicators, frequency of food, vegetables consumption, fast food consumption, number of means omitted, measured, scale ordinal. Conceptual definition. Metabolic diseases are defined and probability of develop metabolic disorder. These risks manifest and the possibility and developing serious illnesses and type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases which not only impact physical health as impair the quality of life and academic performance and adolescentes. Operational definition: anthropometric measurement, family history and level and physical activity were evaluation applied to school adolescents from public education institutions in the district of Japan. Dimension, body mass index, family history, physical activity. Indicators: BMI, BA and sex, family history present or no, hours of extraction. Extraction measure scale ordinal. Population and simple takings and structured to amplify the reality. What information is missing? Takes were applied? Were the instruments valid? Tabla 1 and Road Spearman, Heidi habits, metabolic disease, 18 habits, metabolic disease, correlation coffees, sig bilateral.
Table, the levels of eating habits among the students are shown. As we can see, 82.3% presented a medium level, which means that most adolescents have regular eating habits, not completely healthy but not entirely inadequate either. Only 4.8% show low habits, which is concerning because it indicates unhealthy eating practices, while 12.9% showed good habits. In Table 3, we observe that most of the students, specifically 65.9%, are at a medium level of metabolic disease. This is the most important result because it indicates that those adolescents do not show a high metabolic risk. There is an intermediate condition that could develop. into a more serious problem if they do not make changes in their habits. This table analyzes the relationship between eating habits and the metabolic diseases in the students. The most important result observed is that adolescents with medium eating habits are also the ones who mostly fall into a medium level of metabolic disease. Conclusion. In this part of the study, we found the most important result. 78.9% of the adolescents who had good eating habits also showed a good metabolic health status. This means that when students ate better, their bodies responded in a healthier way. For example, they had a lower risk of being overweight, obesity, or problems such as hypertension. Thank you.